Hi everyone, welcome to Girl Talk. We are filming at the beautiful Bella Domicile here on the west side of Madison. We've got a great show today. What's going on, ladies? How was your week?
It was good, busy. I need some listings, but we have a guest.
We have a guest
this week.
here. I'm sorry. We've been chatting all morning. It feels like I already know you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Christine Bright from Yahara Bay Distillers.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, family-owned distillery in town. I have the pleasure of being their sales rep, so I get to go travel all over and visit retail accounts and restaurants and educate them on our product and get them interested.
How fun.
It is. It's very, very fun. And the heat isn't so fun getting in and out of the car and stuff right now. So when fall comes, that will be a little bit nicer, and especially traveling when the trees are turning and going up to La Crosse, and those areas are just so beautiful.
Yeah, fall is coming. So this would be, a tour at your place would be a great indoor activity.
Yeah, we do. A lot of people think that we're more busy during the summer, and we do have, kind of that tourist season happen, but this winter especially, people were just looking for something different to do.
Get out of the house.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You come, we're a working distillery, so the offices are there, the still is there, so you get a tour, you can see how everything is made, of course sample 20 of our beautiful products. Yeah.
You can only go on so many wine tastings, right? This is kind of a different
and new, and our Thursday nights where we're open to the public, then we have a cash bar, and then we do a lot of fun things, sometimes bring bands in. We did Guitar Hero one night. So
and then you drive me home, right?
Yeah, yes. We can always looking to people having a safe, time there. But I know, there's some other opportunities with some of our guests that we're having, for fall, opportunities to be outside. So.
Yeah, we've got Colleen's Art Wagon today, and she actually will come to your house or the daycare or wherever. Schools. How can you have a party, outdoors? This work gun's got to be put away, and kids need these inside activities, right?
Well, and how great if you got 10, 20 kids in your house. Let's have some focus, so they're creating something, getting that creative outlet without it being on your walls.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and the idea of somebody else coming in and doing it, and then you can take a little bit of that,
you can
adult
Yahara Bay Distillers.
There you go. There you go.
We also have Devin from Infinite Tan that can just come spray you up at your home while your kids are
having the birthday party.
Yeah, there you go.
Janet, you were talking about some, I think, hilarious tanning stories earlier that you heard about.
Tanning stories. I did hear about, we were talking about spray tans, and you had a spray tan.
I just went yesterday.
Did you get the diamond spray tan?
The diamond spray. I'm not that fancy.
No. So what I did hear about is there is a spray tan that has actual diamonds in it, so you really shimmer. Wow. And I think it's around $350.
That's all.
Oh my God.
Isn't that absurd and over the top?
And it's
I think for the show, don't you get to write that off?
But doesn't that soaks into your skin like a spray tan? Does it wash off?
I assume it washes off, but it could come in handy if you have any miscellaneous sanding to do around the house. The other thing that I did hear about that I hadn't heard about before is a tanning butler. This is an actual job. It's I think at the Ritz-Carlton in Miami, and your job as a tanning butler is to walk the beaches and the poolside and apply lotions to make sure people don't burn, and you clean their sunglasses and you tell them to turn over so they don't,
that could be a really fabulous job, like for the stars, or I think it could be really not so good, depending upon who you're rubbing down. Well,
either way.
Stick around for more Girl Talk. We've got a great show here at Bella Domicile.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are here to talk about creative birthday parties with Colleen Welch from Colleen's Art Wagon.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. So what is Colleen's Art Wagon? Tell us all about it.
Colleen's Art Wagon was my answer to bring more creativity into kids' lives. So I do that by designing art projects for after-school programs, summer camps, recreation departments, And I also, one of my favorite things I do is bring art projects to kids' birthday parties, to make unique birthday parties. It's probably the most fun I have.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, speaking of the birthday parties, so you do birthday parties and have birthday party packages. Tell us more about what that is, how that works.
So I come up with lots of ideas for each individual birthday party based on the theme of the birthday party, the age group, how many kids are going to be there, the location, all of those really fun, important things. And so then I throw out a couple of ideas to the parents and the child, and we just kind of work through, and once we find that one fabulous project, we go with it. And it just always ends up being so exciting. There's also really cool add-ons. You can really build your own birthday party. We can add things like your guests can make really cute crowns or hats or necklaces as they arrive to incorporate it into the theme. Or I even have this really cool opportunity where the kids can meet with me ahead of time and make their own invitations themed to the birthday party and send them out. They end up being really cute. I love it.
So what is the benefit to parents if they choose to involve you in their kid's birthday party?
No stress and happy kids.
Yay!
My favorite thing to hear at the birthday party
Yeah.
is, this is the most relaxing birthday party I've ever had.
Yeah,
That's
it sounds
what I
like
wanna
you keep
hear at
them
the end of it.
engaged for a long period of
You
time.
keep them engaged
Yeah.
for a really long period of time, and then the parents can go off and talk to other parents and socialize and relax. They don't have to follow the parade around all day.
So they can have fun too, essentially, you know,
Yes,
at the parties.
exactly.
So what are some of your favorite themes that you've done?
My most recent favorite is a Frozen themed birthday party. I'm sure you guys have heard of the movie Frozen.
yeah.
We made Olaf invitations. They had frosted crowns with little jewels coming off all over the place. And then we made these awesome troll fairy jars that they all got to take home with them. It was absolutely adorable. Probably the most unique one I've done though is a gumball themed birthday party. We ended up making cookie cutter, cookie holder gumball machines that you can stick candy inside. It was awesome. They loved
How do
it.
you come up with all these ideas? It's crazy. It's so fun.
Super big into Pinterest.
Yeah.
Super big into
Okay.
Pinterest, and I'm the one that actually does it.
Yeah.
So the birthday parties sound great. What else do you do?
So I was talking, I bring the art projects to the daycares and the after-school programs. I also design classes, like 6-segment classes for recreation departments, which really gives the recreation departments more opportunity to get creative kids an opportunity to do something in their communities. And that's another really cool thing I do. I also offer you guys to follow my Pinterest board so that moms at home can get ideas a little more easy, kind of follow me, figure out what I'm doing, what I'm up to.
I did love
Yeah.
on your website that you have crafts that you can do, and when you click on them, there's the step-by-step right there.
Step-by-step projects
Yeah.
right at your fingertips.
That's really
and then I
neat.
really like to set up links on our Facebook page to be like, this is what we did today, here's the instructions, you know. You have all of these things at your house, it'll take 5 minutes to prep it. It just gives the parents an opportunity to do something creative at home with their kids, because a lot of them are overwhelmed with coming up with the idea on their own. They're like, I'm just not creative. That's not true. Everybody can be creative. You just need to get inspired.
And it's so much better than just putting them in front of a game or a tablet
Right.
or...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They really interact. They come up with the coolest things. My favorite thing is when you give a kid a project and you set it up where you give them the steps and they're doing it, and all of a sudden they come up with their own way to do it. And then another idea offspires from that. If you give them that opportunity, it's just so cool to see them
is
branch
cool.
off of it.
Well, real quickly, can you share with us how you got started?
It's kind of funny. It was very accidental. I had a young baby, needed to get out of the house. I always wanted to have an art studio of my own. It was really hard to come up with the funds to do that. So I found this after-school program that was looking for a person to come once a week with an art project. I thought, oh my God, how fun, I can do that. I love doing that. And it offshored from there, and I started getting phone calls to do more and more. And then I created the Art Wagon, where I just go to location and come up with art projects and lead them and clean up, and
Well, how awesome.
it rolled out from there.
Yeah.
Grew organically.
Yes, it grew, yeah. It was very fluid. It
So
was
we
nice.
can find you at Colleen's Art Wagon?
Colleen'sArtWagon.net. You can
Okay.
follow us on Facebook, and then I've got several Pinterest boards that you can follow us on to
Wonderful.
keep your ideas flowing at home.
Wonderful. Well, check it out. We will be right back with more Girl Talk and Devin with Infinite Tan. welcome back to Girl Talk. We're here with Devin of Infinite Tan. I just saw her yesterday, so thank you so much. I am loving the tan.
Looking very brazen.
Yeah, I got a little bit lost though. It's Monona Drive,
Yep.
4601 Monona Drive, but it's right off of Spring Haven.
Right.
So.
Our suite number actually makes us off of Spring Haven
Gotcha.
rather than Monona Drive.
Yeah, I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I'm late, and I actually was gonna be on time for once.
It happens all the time, so don't feel bad.
So now that I love the spray tan, you know, I'm definitely gonna have to keep it up. Can you tell me about what packages you offer?
Yeah, so right now we're doing $10 Tuesdays. If you mention that you saw it on the show, or if you word of mouth, what have you, it's still by appointment only, but I'm doing every spray tan, just a regular one, $10 on Tuesday. So it's just the bronze spray
That's
tan.
a deal.
That is a phenomenal deal.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And it's instant. It's
Yes.
fabulous.
So, and you guys, you have offered different types of tans. I saw on your website you have, just a normal tan, and then you have what's called a competition tan.
Yeah.
So what's the
it's
difference?
Like for bodybuilders or people that are in competitions, it's a longer tan, so it takes about 35 minutes. I basically give you an all-over tan with a darker solution that dries in about an hour. You get 3 of them in 24 hours. It's pretty intense, and then I outline all the muscles that I can.
You spray on the abs?
Yep. I try to do that. I
Nice.
can do that to myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I go to the beach, I'm all it does actually. I mean, it only lasts for a little bit, but it does work.
The
for
more you
yeah.
know.
There
That's
you
why I have a
go.
six-pack. It's the only way I'll probably go.
Yeah.
Me too, but it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So these have got to be different. I mean, are they different sprays, different solutions?
Yes,
for-
so it's the ultra dark solution because we have the clear, bronze, and ultra dark. So the
Okay.
ultra dark is for competition, and then we also have enhancers. So like right now I'm wearing a shimmer one. Can't really tell now, but if we were in the sun, it's like a light glow. It's not like I'm going out clubbing or anything. It's just a little shimmer.
It's a little something.
So, and then we have an anti-aging one that a lot of people like because it actually tightens your skin. So it's kind of like when you put night cream on and you feel your face get tighter. It's all over your body. I always feel really uncomfortable, but a lot of people like it. So we
How
offer
many
those.
of these? Can you layer up? Can you do
You
like an
can.
anti-aging and a
And
sparkle?
shimmer.
Yeah, I did it last night.
nice.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna try them all right now, and it was pretty intense, and it's fun.
You're going to be getting some calls before shooting from now on, I think.
Absolutely. I'm going Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you talked about enhancers. So is there anything in particular I should be doing to care for the tan?
Absolutely. So before you come in, you always want to shower. I hope we're doing that anyways, but shower,
Right.
shave, exfoliate. And then when you come in, I'm going to talk you through it. Don't wear a water-based lotion or deodorant or anything like that. I do have makeup remover there. But then afterwards, so you don't wear lotion when you come in, but when you leave and after your first shower, you always want to use a water-based lotion. So like a Jergens, an Aquifer, something just with the main ingredient being water. So,
Okay.
and that'll just rehydrate your skin and make your tan last longer.
What about, I mean, should you put makeup on afterwards or should you let it?
I do, just because I feel also, okay, I put makeup on right away because even though I spray my face, I have so much oil, I want my makeup to be what matches my skin. So I just usually do like a light coat on my face and then I wear makeup right away.
I feel like I don't need as much maketchup when I'm tan.
Right.
That's kind of nice.
I know,
Yeah.
you use a little less foundation because it's like a smooth
Right.
coat, yeah.
Like, I look good today.
That's what I feel. I feel like I just worked out even though I didn't.
Right.
I would bet.
Yeah.
So.
So tell us a little bit about your hours and a little bit about you have a mobile
Yeah,
way
so-
of getting to people.
I always say it's by appointment only because I'm not always in the salon. I do mobile tans, so I try to keep them on certain days, but I obviously have to accommodate other people. So if somebody calls and I'm going to be out of the salon that day, I do make appointments every 15 minutes, so I will try to figure out a time you can come in. So I always say it's by appointment only. I don't have set hours, but really, I pretty much make it for whenever it's working for you guys.
So don't just show up.
Right, please
Give me a
don't just show
call.
up. I probably won't be there, or I will be and won't have room.
Okay, excellent. So how frequently should I tan?
So I do a spray tan if I'm maintaining it once every 7 days. If you're trying to build it up, do 3 within 5 days. And if you just want kind of like a nice glow every so often, about once every 10 days.
Maybe in front of an important event or
Right.
Okay.
And always spray tan 2 days before an event or the day before. Just give yourself enough time to shower because you can't shower for 12 to 24
right,
hours.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
you
don't need to
wanna-
be showing up all stinky.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to have like, stuff on your collar, on your shirt
Right.
that will rub off. But it
Okay.
washes out, but you don't want to be like, yeah, I was just, in the Bahamas, but really you're sweating through sand.
Right. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to be right back with Bella Domicile, so stay tuned for more Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at Bella Domicile today, and we have the privilege of being with Dondi, who is one of the certified kitchen designers here. And I used to be in the business years and years ago, and so I know that just like fashion, cabinetry has trends. So can you share with us some of the trends that have happened over the past 20 years?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at how we use our space anymore, it's changed dramatically. Think about storage. Most of us have a coffee maker and a toaster in our kitchen, right? But we have a panini maker, we have a pizza maker, we have a bread maker, might have one of those spinning things that put our pizza on. So all those appliances coming on has put a big demand on storage for kitchens. Another thing storage-wise is we now can go to Sam's or we can go to Costco and we can get a 55-gallon drum of ketchup, right? Yep. Or we can get 100 rolls of toilet paper. Yeah. And so having a place to store all of those things, there's a lot of storage demands in the kitchen today. Another area to take a look at is technology. I mean, think about when you were growing up. Did everybody not have the phone jack, in the kitchen, dedicated phone jack? Now with tablets and laptops, we move around so that desk area isn't so much needed in most kitchens. I still do that periodically. But just how we use that space is so different because of wireless technology. Look at us, we're all sitting around this island. Remember the formal dining room? So much of how we live now is around an informal gathering space. So that's a different trend that we've worked with. And how about this one? The desirable corner whirlpool tub in the bathroom that was ginormous, just totally very unpopular now. It's the amount of water it takes to fill one of those, the time.
Nobody has time to fill up anymore, right?
Like
and even in the Parade of Homes this year, I was surprised at the number of master bathrooms that did not even have a tub.
Oh, really?
They did not have a tub. A two-person shower, a large shower.
Sure.
So just how we use our space has changed over the years so much.
Absolutely.
So a big part of what Bella Domicile does is help people determine the functionality of their homes. How are they using their homes to better design the interior? That's what you do.
Right.
So how do you help people uncover what the best design is for their living space?
That's a great question, and it's all about understanding who's using the space and how they're using it. So we may have a young family, and that young family may need to remodel the kitchen to make the space work for them. They may be raising their kids for the next 3 to 5 years, and then they want to remodel the space so that it improves the value of the home when they sell it, but they're not really looking long term. Or we might have a retiree couple that's planning on being in that space long term, but they're in perfect health now. But we have to think about accessibility issues going forward. So it's really getting to know each client, what their specific goals are, and then helping them move through the process so that the solution kind of fits their particular need.
That's great.
Yeah, so much to think about.
Yeah, and with those needs, there's so many different so many different options that you can do. I mean, it's tile, it's colors, what kind of cabinet design you want. How do you help as a designer choose what's best for the clients that you're working with?
That is so true. People are so overwhelmed with the amount of options available. So there's a lot of information on the internet, and to be honest, there's a lot of misinformation on the internet as well. So a good designer will take the time to understand each client, and if you can then explain the features that benefit them and narrow the choices down to maybe 2 or 3 things that make sense for them, that's really what they need. You know, people are busy. They don't have time to research, the 85 different cabinet lines or the different countertops or what's the best. So it's about that interaction, understanding what their needs are. I'll say every countertop is a good countertop, but it's not all good for each person. So it's understanding, what the good fit is for that particular.
And maybe what their style seems to be as well.
Absolutely, that's definitely a consideration for sure. So.
Well, we always want our kitchens to be very functional, efficient. Can you share with us the 3 most common functional pieces that you usually have in a kitchen?
Sure. So talking about, let's say the three things that that are requested most. I'll start with number 3. We'll do our countdown.
Like Letterman.
Yeah. So number 3 would definitely be big drawers, deep drawers, and a lot of them. So people are looking to have that storage in a drawer. You know, imagine you're pulling out a drawer, you're accessing whatever you need and closing the drawer instead of having to dive in a cabinet and things are falling off a shelf or whatnot. So big drawers and more of them is probably the number 3 request that I get. The number 2 request is, can you please solve the problem of my spices? You know, we have all these little things, they're stacked, 5 deep, I can't find. We're all going on Food Network and we're finding, what recipe, and there's 10 spices on there and they're up in the cabinet. So it's an angled spice rack in a drawer can be great, a pull out, or sometimes just a door applied. So there's a lot of options there. But that's a big frustration.
Abby actually showed me that. She's like, I'm going to show you one of the spice rack things.
Okay.
And she went and opened a drawer, and I'm like, that's going to be the spice rack?
Yeah.
It was a neat idea.
Yeah. And then the number 1 thing that, it's not all that exciting, but it's the number 1 thing requested is the base waste and recycling center.
Absolutely.
And it's, let's face it, the trash can is not a very attractive piece, and from personal experience, pets can get into waste baskets and, stuff can be strewn all over. So just getting that in a cabinet, put away in a convenient place, maybe near the sink where you're,
Easy to keep
empty.
clean.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those are my top 3.
Top 3. All right.
So when you're helping someone determine the functionality or how best to create their space, what are the physical things that you're looking for to help come up with that solution?
Great question. I think it all starts, no one hits my door without a problem that I need to solve. So my first goal is to find out what is it that's bothering them about their space that I can solve. Is it my drawers don't work? Is it I want to buy a new fridge but I don't have the space to put it in there? Is it the lack of prep space? So the first thing is understanding the goal. What is the problem that needs to be fixed? The second thing is, how about we need to understand what the budget will be? Some people are coming to us to understand what it should be. Some people have a great idea of what they plan to invest. That's always a plus. So typically what we'll do is do a 3-column budget to say the project could be done in this price tier, this price tier, and this price tier. The selection of materials may be different, the scope of the project may be different, but all of those could solve the problem to some extent for them.
We are running way out of time.
Okay.
There's so much to talk about here.
I can't wait. Question.
We are out of time, and we're going to have you back to cover all those bases. Thank you for watching Girl Talk, and see us next time.